Coming to you live. It's WKS After Dark. We're down one co-host tonight, but you're still with the loving, endearing Casey. Somewhere on the Eastern Seaboard tonight, we want to do a little After Dark. Changed up the GIF a little bit. It's nice and dark and nasty, much like it is outside right now. Day is September 6th, 2020. We are sitting here on the cusp of 3 o'clock, and we're just going to wrap for a little while. Thought I'd get on here and see how everything sounded and test some stuff out. As well as entertain you lovely fellas out there and ladies out there. In the future, I'd love to have a After Dark segment about every weekend. Maybe have some live call-ins with some open lines on Zoom, or maybe with a Google Voice number or something. But that's coming down the pipe, not right now. Update since the last podcast we've had. We have added even more lights in our awesome new streaming room. Now we have lights all the way around the room, and man, it looks sweet in here now. I'm really proud of this room. I sat in here for probably an hour the other night just staring at it and messing with it. So I'll tell you what, it's one of the most rewarding things in the world to see everything kind of come together and be where you can actually enjoy using it, and everything sounds great. We actually deleted all the recordings before we had all this stuff because it's just embarrassing how much of a difference it's made in here. Still gotta fix a sheetrock hole that I have put in the wall. But other than that, we are looking fantastic in here. It's gonna be a little bit of a rambling night, sounds like, because just want to get on here and get comfortable and see how this is gonna work. Play a little Warzone today with the friends of mine. Didn't go too well. Was not a good night. Did not have my head in the game. It was at best a mediocre night, really. I got maybe, I don't know. I go through waves with it. It sometimes just really, I'm really on, and then sometimes it's just like I can't anymore, and it just kind of messes me up, but yeah, it wasn't a good night. PlayStation parties weren't working. Couldn't really keep in conversation with my teammates, communicate. So it was a little weird. It was a little weird night, but we'll bounce back. We're not worried about it. Biggest thing is I know it's 2:30 in the morning, but we wanted to get on here and yeah, you hear those people outside. They're kind of big old jerk-offs. It's 2:30 in the morning. People need to sleep, but it's whatever. Yeah, but testing out some new features we got. Testing out the new audio setup I got. Just kind of see how it sounds and everything like that. So once we get it all, just dialed in. We're dialing in right now. We're really excited for what's to come. May end up having some guests on here pretty soon. We have started utilizing some Zoom to be able to, do some meetings and stuff like that. And I think we're going to translate it over to working with some of Cody's friends as well as some of my friends. One of them being a good friend of his from Saudi Arabia, who's having to go back with all this COVID going on. But we thought we'd get him on the podcast one night and just, riff like we usually do. He's a really intelligent guy. The guy is, and he's one of the best good-hearted dudes you'll ever meet. But that's for the future. We're working towards that. We wanna kind of get everything dialed in before that happens, and I think we will. I think we will most definitely get everything dialed in, and it's gonna be a good time. Yeah, I'm kind of dying here. I know. I'm not used to not having a co-host, but I figured we haven't talked to you guys in a few nights, and I just want to get on here and kind of give you a little, hey, what's going on and what's up. But since it's after dark, it's getting to be the witching hour. Yeah, I watch ghost shows. Been listening to a lot of creepypasta readings, just because like it's something to listen to while you're sitting at work working on something. And I'll tell you what, one of my favorites, and it's kind of like a guilty pleasure, is Tales from the Gas Station. If anybody knows anything, it's really one of the biggest ones out there. Mr. Creepypasta. He's pretty awesome guy on YouTube. Look him up. He got one of the best voices of narration that anybody has in that field. But been re-listening to that, and it's a good story. I think it gets weird in places and edgy in places, but overall, I think there's a good like the the main character. Just he seems like he's very relatable. He's just like some guy that works in a small town gas station, and being from where I'm at in the nice southern region of the United States, I kind of get where he's coming from with the people he deals with and the things that happen there. Now, I don't think I've ever had any spoiler alert. There's hand plants that are growing there and stuff like that, and I've never had something like that go on. But I can definitely tell where he's coming from. I kind of wanted to do this too. This late night. I may as if anybody's watched the first podcast that we did. One of my biggest inspirations for doing stuff like this is just the the theatrics and the dealings with like late night kind of radio that Art Bell had, and he's definitely like one of my kind of inspirations on doing something like this. Now, am I out in the middle of a desert doing it from probably illegally when I started out? No, I live in the middle of a not small town, but a not big town either. And it's 2:30 in the morning, and you have people tearing around the corner. But I would like to do this more in the future and just have more to talk about. But for now, just riffing. Honestly, I'll probably look back on this and be like, "Oh my gosh, this is the worst." Um, but yeah, it's I think it's gonna be a good road forward for us to have kind of different kinds of content. We're looking forward to, you know, having more for you guys pretty much all the time, and just sprinkled in there like stuff we want to do. Um, one of the biggest things that I've been doing right now as well, other than playing Warzone, is playing some CK3, not CK2, Crusader Kings 3. Paradox Interactive just came out with that game. It's been great. I've enjoyed it a lot. I've recently taken over Island, Noob Island. I flexed with the Nords, took them all out, pushed them all out of the country. Then I died, and then my sons split the darn thing in half, but horribly in half, where like there's just border gore everywhere. So that's fun. But that's how the game goes. Them's the shakes, So if you guys are looking for something, I think it's coming out on the Game Pass for the Xbox as well. I've been playing it on Steam, but I don't know how it's going to be on a console. I couldn't imagine a game like that being on the console, but they will probably do a good job. I have the utmost faith in Paradox to be able to port a game over to the Xbox. But yeah, really good game, and you can put a lot of time into it, and it's definitely a game you can pick up and put down as you will. I've got a game running right now, honestly, and you just pause it. You can come back to it whenever you want. The only thing is you kind of have to be like, all right, where was I at when I come back? Because there's a lot that goes on, like a lot. And you kind of run into that issue. Moving on from that, other interests we talked about the other night as well. My interest in wrestling and stuff like that. Just recently, as of 2 days ago, I believe, the WWE has put a ban on having any third-party affiliations with their contractors. Basically, they're independent contractors. You know what I mean? So that means any wrestlers, anything that any of those guys who have pretty much any talent. Like, it doesn't even have to be a wrestler. Like, if anybody knows Paige, she does a lot of streaming on Twitch, but she can't do that anymore. But she also can't wrestle anymore because she has like a career-ending neck injury. Basically what Edge had, but I guess he rehabbed it enough to be able to come back and have another run. But I mean, that's kind of where they're at though, is like when she can't do it because they have made it like basically all talent. I don't know how that's going to pan out in the future for him, I'd say it's not gonna be good for him. I really do, because there's a lot of wrestlers who have other things they do so that when they can't wrestle anymore, or they want to retire, they can retire and also be having like a paycheck afterwards. And with doing that, you kind of run into the problem of, well, now I'm not established, and even if I want to do this, I'm going to have to start from scratch after I quit. But it sounds like they've been burnt a few times. I know a big reason for it to happen was AJ Styles and his deal with bad mouthing Paul Heyman and all that stuff on his Twitch channel, which was kind of funny. But like, I know it stirred some stuff up. So you kind of run into that, but also I think that's part of the process of protecting your assets as a company. But I also think it's a bad idea, if that makes sense. Like, you need to be able to not have those issues happen, but also you can't just say, hey, you can't do anything else. Especially now with, like, most people having to stay at home anyways, or they're staying in Florida or wherever they're wrestling right now. So it's like, yeah, it's terrible that they have done that to him, honestly, to me. Other things in wrestling that happened was All Out was tonight in Jacksonville, Florida. I have not watched it yet. I was out doing a lot of other things today, with a lot of work and stuff going on. Haven't been able to sit down and just enjoy something today. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that probably tomorrow or the next day. And it'll probably honestly be Tuesday, because Labor Day weekend ends up not being a 4-day weekend for me. It's just a lot of me not being at my house or me running around a lot of places. But yeah, so that's the wrestling verse for me right now. I haven't watched so much New Japan here lately either. It's just kind of weird without a crowd, you know? Pretty much all the sports are, but wrestling definitely is weird without a crowd. But I know that they're trying to slowly integrate crowds back in, which is great. I just hope that, you know, we can get back to a sense of normalcy, maybe, now that we kind of have a grasp of what's going on with all of this. One can only hope. But we don't want to get to the point of where our GIF is right now, with it just being nice and dark and dingy all the time around here, and everybody hiding away in their homes, you know. As much as I like hiding away in my home as much as the next guy, you know. We got to get out there, and we got to be social with people. Definitely within reasonably safe standards. But I think we do need to get back to a sense of normalcy a little bit. That kind of brings me to that point of, it sounds like we may be in the final stages of getting some vaccines ready for distribution, and final stages of testing, and then at that point getting them distributed sometime between probably end of September, maybe beginning of January. So that'll be good, and I think we will definitely see an uptick in social interaction and stuff like that in the next coming months, and maybe we'll get back to a little hopeful we'll get back to some hopeful feelings in the world. You know, everybody's been a little bit on edge, and I can understand that. But we got to get back to it, and we got to be diligent out there. At this point, I just want to really kind of thank anybody and everybody who is watching our content. And I know it's a little dry right now. We're still trying to find our feet. But once we do, let me tell you, man, like I got some stuff coming down the pipe that I think is going to be in a callback to the old, but innovative because it's not been done on. It may have been done on some podcasts before, but we want to have some interaction with people out there. We want you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? We want to have some friends on. We want to have some open lines, be it a Google Voice number or be it a Zoom call. And then we let people in, let them talk, let them have a little interaction, and then we send them on their way. Like I said, I've got some big inspiration from listening to Coast to Coast when I was a kid, which maybe or maybe not I should have done that, but I think it's gonna be a fun ride ahead, and I hope that there are quite a few people take that ride with us, and I just want to get on here tonight and kind of riff a little bit with you guys and kind of shoot the breeze. We will be back probably. I don't know if we're gonna do it Monday night, but we'd love to do it Monday night. Me and Cody will be back in the room that we still haven't given it the proper name yet. We painted all the wall. Well, we had actually tried doing like a cabin-like look in here, like a Norwegian cabin-like look. And you can see it kind of if you check our Twitter, which is actually at WKS Podcast on Twitter. That's our handle. You can actually go there, follow us, and you can see what our room actually looks like. I try and post there pretty regular when we're streaming and anything we talk about. That's another thing in the future we'd love to do is have some face-to-face time with you guys. Like set us up a camera where you can see us and we'll be able to interact with you that way. But for now, anything we kind of talk about on the podcast, I try and throw up on there so that you can go back through and kind of figure out what the heck are those guys talking about tonight. So, I'm about to sign off here for the night because I want to go to bed. I'm tired. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning. And had a lot going on today. So I hope everybody has a nice long weekend because I know Labor Day is sneaking up on us. I can't believe it's here, to be honest with you. I can't believe we are already at that time. This year feels like it's flown by, which is probably the best thing that could have happened this year with all this going on. But you know, stay safe out there. If you get together, enjoy your barbecue. And we will probably be back Monday night. We're going to try and get something going Monday night. So bear with us, and we will talk to you soon. You want to catch us anywhere? You want to get in contact with us? Hit us up on Twitter at WKS Podcast, or we got a fancy new email address that is mailbag@whisperkickstudios.com. Or if you go to our About page, you can also hit us there. I've got all those links there. And we are currently working on getting our website up and running so we can throw everything on there and kind of have a storage place. And also somewhere where all of our loving and adoring fans can go and check out our content. But that's all I've got for the night. And you guys have a wonderful evening. And I will see you later.